Cylinder head porting is one of the most effective ways to increase the performance of an internal combustion engine. By reshaping and optimizing the intake and exhaust ports, more air and fuel can flow into the combustion chamber, and exhaust gases can exit more smoothly. This process requires a steady hand, a keen understanding of engine dynamics, and the right set of tools. Carbide burr tools, when used properly, are the instrument of choice for both professionals and experienced enthusiasts because of their ability to efficiently cut through the tough materials used in cylinder heads, such as aluminum and cast iron. Before you begin, it's crucial to understand the purpose behind each step of porting. The primary goal is to improve airflow by removing obstructions and refining the port shape. But this must always be balanced with the need to maintain velocity and ensure that the flow path remains smooth and consistent. Over-enlarging a port can actually reduce performance, so every decision should be made with precision and intent. The process starts with thorough preparation. Begin by researching your specific engine. Identify the cylinder head design, factory port shapes, and typical airflow characteristics. Examine how much material can safely be removed and consider your performance targets, whether it's for street driving, track racing, or a specialized application. Disassemble the cylinder head, removing all the valves, springs, and other hardware. Clean the head meticulously, as any remaining oil or debris can interfere with your work and cause the carbide burrs to clog or skip. Inspect the head for any pre-existing damage, such as cracks or warping, and use calipers to measure the current port dimensions. This baseline will help you assess how much material you need to remove and ensure symmetry across all the ports. If possible, consult porting templates or flow data for your engine, which can provide valuable guidance and help prevent errors that could compromise engine integrity or performance. With your workspace clean and well lit, secure the cylinder head in a sturdy vise. Safety is paramount. Always wear safety glasses, a dust mask or respirator, gloves, and ear protection. Carbide burr tools used in a die grinder spin at very high speeds and generate fine metal particles, so protecting yourself is essential. Begin with port matching. Place the manifold gasket against the intake or exhaust port and trace its outline. This serves as a guide for material removal, ensuring that the ports align perfectly with the manifolds, eliminating steps or abrupt transitions that can impede airflow. Using a cylindrical or oval carbide burr, work slowly and carefully, removing just enough material to reach the marked outline. Avoid the temptation to over-enlarge the ports. Staying within a 1/16 of an inch from the gasket edge helps preserve the structural integrity of the head. Once the ports are matched, shift your focus to shaping the runners, the passages that lead from the port opening to the valve seat. Here, the goal is to smooth out casting imperfections and optimize the shape for efficient airflow. Use a combination of cylindrical and tree-shaped burrs to work along the runner's length, focusing on areas with visible casting flash, abrupt bends, or obstructions like valve guide bosses. Maintain a consistent cross-sectional area to preserve air velocity. For intake runners, a very slight taper towards the valve helps improve high-speed cylinder filling, while exhaust runners can sometimes benefit from a modest enlargement to reduce back pressure. Pay special attention to the valve pocket or bowl area just below the valve seat. This is a critical zone where airflow transitions from the port into the combustion chamber. Using a ball or flame-shaped carbide burr, gently blend the pocket into the port, removing sharp edges and creating a smooth, flowing contour. Typically, the throat diameter should be around 85 to 90% of the valve diameter. This balance maximizes flow without sacrificing velocity or weakening the seat area. If you're experienced and equipped, you might perform a multi-angle valve job, which refines the seat and further enhances flow. After the major shaping is complete, switch to sandpaper rolls or flap wheels mounted on the die grinder for smoothing. Begin with a coarser grit, such as 80 or 120, to eliminate tool marks left by the carbide burrs. Take your time to ensure that all surfaces are uniformly smooth, particularly in the areas where air changes direction. Progress to finer grits up to 240 or even 400 for the final finish. It's important not to over-polish the intake ports. A slightly textured surface promotes better fuel atomization, which improves combustion efficiency. Exhaust ports, however, benefit from a smoother finish, as this helps reduce the buildup of carbon deposits. Throughout the process, stop frequently to clean the ports with compressed air and inspect your work. Use calipers to check for symmetry between ports and ensure that you haven't removed too much material in any one area. Consistency is key. Uneven ports can lead to uneven cylinder filling and reduced engine performance. If you have access to a flow bench, use it to measure the airflow improvements after porting. This provides quantitative feedback and can guide further refinements if needed. Compare your results to factory specifications to ensure that your modifications are delivering the expected gains. Once satisfied with the porting, thoroughly clean the cylinder head to remove all metal shavings and abrasive residue. Reassemble the head, reinstalling the valves, springs, and retainers, and make sure everything is properly seated and torqued to specification. When reinstalling the cylinder head onto the engine, take care to align the port-matched manifolds precisely, using new gaskets to prevent leaks and maintain airflow integrity. In summary, cylinder head porting using carbide burr tools is a nuanced and demanding task. It requires careful planning, a methodical approach, and a willingness to proceed slowly and check your progress at every stage. When done correctly, porting can unlock significant gains in airflow and horsepower, transforming the performance of your engine. However, the risks of over-aggressive or uneven material removal underscore the importance of experience and patience. Whether you're building a high-revving race engine or simply seeking more responsive street performance, the art and science of porting remain a cornerstone of advanced engine tuning.